yo, 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 yo. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Another stream. Good morning, good morning. I fixed the latency issue, so that should be working fine. Have you guys got the audio okay? Audio okay? Friday 13th, spooky moves. Alright, stream looks okay. Morning, morning, morning. Audio sweet. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, if the music in the background's too loud, just tell me. Just checking the delay. Alrighty, so obviously we know that gold has just like that explains enough. We've just had an absolutely huge rip up yesterday. Did any of you guys get any moves yesterday at all? Also, I think there's a bit of lag, so if it lags, I'm sorry. Anyone get any moves yesterday? Asleep, up 800, down 1k. Nice, nice, nice. So I took a few trades yesterday, nothing too revengey. I took a trade in Asia, in this range here. I took the buys on, I didn't mark it up, but I took the buys after we'd broken out of this range, took the buys, broke the highs, risking off the lows. Obviously that came out and stopped me out. And that buy ended up happening later on in London, so I ended up catching that as well, which that was what did I, no, it was that one. Yeah, it was a nice little like 55 ticks, and then we obviously consolidated. We jumped on yesterday, and Aaron called out these sells in the community. I missed them. I didn't quite get a good entry, but as soon as, if I drop down to the 15, as soon as we had this level here, what time was this? 12. So this is an hour before New York Open. We had this fake out, very nice, grab that liquidity. As soon as this closed here, this one's painful. I had buys on the break of, it was on the 15. Where is it? Get rid of this one. So as soon as that 15 bottom wicked and pushed, there was a little bit of drawdown, but then it ripped. Now this, as you can see, went up very high. It took me out at, I was trailing my stops as soon as we started grabbing this liquidity. And you can see there, that was literally the wick that took me out. And then it proceeded, obviously it did come down, but then proceeded to go up into these targets. And these highs here were something that we've been talking about for weeks. And as you can see, just absolutely smashed gold back up to all-time highs. So I still caught a nice little, I think it was about 55 ticks trade, but those ones are 160. So is what it is. Yeah, it's one of those things, and I was talking to Aaron as well last night, and we've been talking about these highs for like weeks. Yep, these highs are gonna get ripped, gonna get ripped, gonna get ripped, gonna get ripped, and then I was like, oh man, of course, tonight of all the nights, tonight we don't properly get the position we want is when the highs get ripped. But yeah. Just showing you that yes, we do take losses. I got chopped up in Asia in this range with that buy, which ended up playing out. Give your trades a second chance, and then again textbook to the fake out to the play. So the hourly is about to close, which is the 4 hourly. So that's enough of me rambling. Let's break down with gold. Look, to be completely honest, Friday. See what news we have today. I believe there is news. Yeah, joys of trading. What have we got? Oh, we got no news today. There is actually no news today. It's going to be very tricky to get positions on gold. Obviously, we're at these, all-time highs that we're just pushing, so we don't really have any upside targets. Any plays today are going to be things like you know, daily lows, playing it into that to then run back up into daily highs, I think. But again, you know, taking sells against this, that candle yesterday was 450 ticks. I'm not going to be mad if, you know, there's not a trade today. But in saying that, this 4 hours just closed. Obviously bullish, 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 bullish. And has come up, has grabbed them. You know, you could look to come down here, much lower. Let me just delete these. My sad levels have got absolutely smashed. If I was going to trade today, if you guys were looking to take a trade today, again, keep in mind gold's had an absolutely insane rip, and it is a Friday. But because we've had such a big push, as we know, we need to have clear liquidity targets. Come on, only too scared, trade personal. Oh yeah, 15 flip, nice. Aaron's giving out signals. Yeah, it just gets a bit tricky to trade because we don't really have many upside targets. It may just keep ripping, and then, you know, you get these one candles that retraces the whole move. So yeah, in terms of gold, a little bit tricky today. We do sort of, did that grab? We do have a little double bottom here that wasn't grabbed. This is just pushing. Yeah, full margin. What did you have? Look at that. Yes, Aaron guys are furu. That was actually a very nice play. I was too busy bloody rambling, but yeah. That would have been, what's that? 4 hour, same thing on that 4 hour closure. Oh no, that was actually closing in, that was the 4 hour closure. It's grab lows, close bullish. We'll just take flip of the 15, back up into them highs. 10 ticks, 20 ticks. Yeah, nice. Nice little trade. That could just rip up much higher, but I don't really, yeah. Not super comfortable trading until it creates a little bit more liquidity for myself, I think. Trying to see how long this delay is. It's not. I tried to. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we've got about 6-second delay. That could be mega if that just keeps ripping. Did anyone else see Aaron give the signal at all, or? Let me just check the audio. Sweet, sounds good. Oh, we got 44 viewers. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, exactly. How's everyone's week been, trading wise? I'll drop my little link as well. We had a good week. What does that look like on the 5? Up 1%, nice one. Nice. So even for that, for me, yeah, that play would be, yeah, you'd be break even as soon as you started grabbing them highs. Would have been a nice little play, but missed it. Too busy yapping about gold at all-time highs. But you could come back down, and then again, if you close back below here, bang, 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 and you could catch that, and that's going to be a pretty sort of nice play as well. Last 5 for an hour. Bang, 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 and you could catch that, and that's going to be a pretty sort of nice play as well. Last 5 for an hour. It's a little bit laggy. Absolutely ripping. Nah, I'm not in this, Nathan. I missed this 15 closure, but again, I was just explaining that it's just a bit hard with upside targets for gold. Yeah, that's what I mean with Asia. Like that 11, you can literally trade as soon as that 4 hour closes. Like if you look at this on the 4 hour, close, bottom wick, flip. It's just your stops would have been huge. So, but if you're willing to be aggressive, like stops go right there. What are we looking at here? All good, man. All good. I'm not in this. Yeah, I fixed it, man. The internet's still a little bit shaky, so I couldn't do the ultra low latency. I think it's only like a 5 or a 6 second delay here, which is nice. So, not too bad. Yeah, big FOMO. I was explaining for the guys that just joined. I was in these buys last night. As soon as we faked out, closed back above. Where are we? Fake out, close back above. I started trailing my stops when we rejected here. Price took me out there for it was 30 ticks, and yeah, as you can see, that's the joys of it. The joys of it. Far out. Very nice, very nice. That's been ripped now. Imagine holding runners up until like one of these on there. Yeah, it does, Chris, man. It's a shame it's that 15 because that's literally like 37 ticks. Yes, your stop were a bit bigger, but that like is textbook. Rip the lows, close bullish. That was the bullish close into the 4 hour candle. So your 4 hour candle is obviously going to be strong bullish. Tiny little bottom wick, and then just absolute pushing. Yeah. That's mental. Yeah, he's retired. That would have been traded. This should have been 10 minute stream and off we hop. I don't really see what buys until we start coming back. It may just keep ripping. Adam, I know, man. I know. Where'd you hourly flip? Oh, did you get it here on the flip of this candle? In terms of targets, this is where it gets hard with gold. All-time highs, you don't really have any targets. Oh yeah, previous hour. No, nice man, 20 ticks still. Again, like it's a bit sketchy when you come into all-time highs because if anything, you want it to push, come back down, then you've got all these liquidity highs to trade back up into. It's hard to know when it's had such a big rip, where you're targeting, where it's going to go, which often, if you don't have targets, it's a bit hard to sort of have a trade. Yeah, something to look at, Chris. Definitely. Even jump on it, maybe 10:30 or 1:45. That might work because you get that momentum of your first 4-hour candle on gold. Yeah. Either that or it's got to stop rambling and breaking down gold when I jump on. But yeah, I might even maybe jump on it 1:45 or something like that. Get the last 15 close. That might be a shout. Yeah, that's the thing, Adam. You just don't know. If you think, yes, obviously, yeah, we missed it, closed it, that sort of thing. But if you're taking trades down here, cool. Okay, trades down here. You've got a bullish bias. You've got clear highs to target. Prices holding a support level. Bang. You've got 120 ticks targets into there. When you're taking trades up here, yes, you had a grab, targets up into there, 16 ticks. But beyond that, if you miss that trade up into here with these candles, it's a bit hard to actually see where you've got an entry. Even if you took this flip, you go, oh, I've only got 10 ticks, 11 ticks into those highs as a target before you got to start managing and go break even. And price could very easily, once you break even, come down, tag you, and then you're in the same position anyway. So it's like, yes, you missed it, but over the long term, if you don't have targets to trade into, it's a bit hard. I think that's my 2 cents. Yeah. That's something I've found too, is like half the mission's having targets. If I come onto the charts like yesterday, I came onto the charts and I had, these highs to target. I got, where was it? 30-minute. This was in Asia. I had my range broken here. I said, okay, I'm not really wanting to look for sells because I've got highs there. Gold's bullish overall. I don't really want to bet against it. I took these buys off the flip with price closing above. Came in, stopped me out. That's cool. Idea was sound. Same thing in London. This close, took the buys somewhere here, up into there. Again, you got higher targets. Same thing with this trade here, hourly fake out. As targeting up into those highs. My runner did tag me, but again, you've got targets here. You don't really know where to get out. But if it makes sense, if you were break even and you wanted to do a quick 20, 30, 50, 60 tick, whatever it rips, and that works. But yeah, that's why not too mad that I missed it or didn't really take anything. Just 5 takes of previous lows and flips. Could there be a trade? Yeah, like there could be potentially. What's that? 20 ticks. Dependent. It's just going to depend on a valid stop loss. You're also about to get the 15 closure, so right. Let's do a little quiz here. So we've just pushed back. How do we think that 15-minute would have closed based on these 3 5-minute candles? What do you reckon? This is understanding the higher time frame. And this is why when you're looking at a lower time frame, you got to keep the bigger one in mind. If we go to the 15, this will be doji. Big wick. Yeah, big wick. So even though we're on the 5, we're understanding the 15's closed doji. You've had a push up, but in saying that, you've got some nice highs here. Coming to Vietnam, I'm not going to be able to come to Vietnam. Not this one, unfortunately, Brad, but I'm going to try and make it on the Bali one. Got a couple things going on, so not able to make it, unfortunately. But honestly, for the guys that are going on the retreat or want to go on the retreat, it's absolutely fantastic. I've been on both of them now, both in Thailand last year and then Bali this year. They're honestly phenomenal. Such a good group of people. Yeah, you make mates for life, and you realise that you can do it because you talk with people, and you realise that, you know, people you see, all these people you see on YouTube and streaming, they're just real people, and you're all on the journey together. I still remember one of the weirdest things. The first trading retreat in Thailand, when I walked into the villa and I saw Aaron, Aled, and one of our other friends, Joe, for the first time. And it was the strangest thing because I'd obviously been watching like Aaron on Zoom, talking to the other boys on Zoom, and actually seeing them in person, seeing an actual person there. I was like, it was a bit strange. I think it was a bit strange for all of us, but no, there's been some good friendships there, so get excited. They're bloody awesome. And they're only going to get bigger too. We'll be booking out hotels in no time, I'm sure. FWA takeover. Might even, if we can get a nice closure here, this would be a new 15 bottom wick. If we can get a closure here, I may even look to take a little half risk long. Friday. What do we got on for the weekend? Anyone doing anything exciting for the weekend? I'm going to be watching the Brisbane Lions, hopefully smash GWS for the finals. Yeah, that's it, Chris. All about waiting for confirmation. We've got a clear high. We've grabbed a liquidity level. Again, that liquidity level's on a higher time frame. I believe that was the 4-hour low. Yeah, it was the 4-hour low. So we've got clear liquidity. We've grabbed a higher time frame low. If we close back above, you know, that level, which are our rules, then we've got a trade. We've got a clear stop loss to risk off. Win, lose, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. It was a valid trade. We've liquidated the low, closed back above, clear highs to target, and stop loss on the liquidity. And that's the beauty of how we trade. With the liquidity, it's like there either is a trade or there isn't. It's either there or it's not. If it's there, take it. If it's not, then you stay out. Oh yeah, UFC, F1. Oh, F1. Oh, what a great... Oh, I'm so excited. They're probably my two main ones is F1 and UFC in terms of international sport. Yeah, it's going to be huge at the Sphere. Do you reckon Sean's got it? I hope he does. He's a G. He's got such a good following too. What time's the F1 on actually? Azerbaijan, same time, like 11. It's a nice track, Azerbaijan. Yeah, I'm keen to watch the UFC. That'll be a banger. Definitely be a Sunday pub session for that. You planning to come to the UFC? Makio. Alright, I'm gonna have a little half risk buy stop on the flip of this, risking off these lows, targeting those highs. Let me load up the Hey Dossie, thanks brother. Thanks brother. It's good to do it, man. It's good to jump on with everyone. Half risk. Yeah, also guys, obviously don't copy these trades. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but that is what I'm looking at. Yeah, 2590.8 I think on my little top step just on the combine. And this will also be the 15 flipping back bullish. Cool. Cool, so I'm about to get tagged in. Again, that's a 17 tick stop, so I'll look to manage eventually. Right, I'm in. I'm gonna have my stop below that low. End up being that the fill was 21 on top step. Let's see what happens. See if we can catch this 15 flip. If not, all good. Trade was there. We've got a nice wick fill there. If it takes those lows, it's probably going to drive higher. So 17 ticks for what, 55 ticks? That's a pretty good risk to reward. Half risk, so what's that? It's like 9 ticks. One contract, $90 for 500. Sweet. Two minutes till this 5 minutes gonna close. Yeah, good to have you back, Dossie. Good shit, mate. Run, staph infection, marrows. Oh, true. Really? That's interesting. Let's see. Grab the highs, push them back down. See if it's going to take us out. Yeah, just got taken out of my futures, so the fill must have been a bit dodgy, but it was a good trade. Still made sense. The good thing is we can give this a second chance too, because we're going to get the 30-minute closure there. So look at that wick, dirty wick. That was just an unlucky one. Grabbed highs, pushed back. We'd liquidated a low, started pushing. Still happy with that. Drop a little like for the stream, guys, if you can. Appreciate you tuning in. A bit annoying, a little bit of an annoying one, but yeah. Where am I? That's my little link there. How do I pin this? Pin. We didn't actually get that close above the 4-hour level you mentioned. I was going off the 15 flip there, so the new 15 open, as we saw, drove down. Let me load this up. New 15 open, drove down. The top wick for the 15 was here, so I didn't want to take the flip of that. I had it above this, because if it broke those highs, then it's breaking back again above that level, and it was just a momentum trade if there was volume to fill in the wick with the stop there. So that was the rationale behind that, just on the lower time frame. But if anything, in terms of high time frame, it was more of a 15 flip. You could almost give this a little crack. What's that, 23? I still like this, but this is gonna have to, we'll wait for the 30 to close and see what happens. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's cool. And that's the thing, like, you don't need to be right every time. A lot of people, win rates, you can be profitable with a 50% win rate or even less. It's not going to work all the time, but you can't not sit out if the trade's there. I think that's the biggest thing. If you hesitate, then the one time you hesitate, it's going to be the one time you take it. If it makes sense and it checks out, then you just have to take it. This is what do we got here? So this 30 is going to have a big wick to the downside. See this, again, higher time frame, this 30 closing like this makes it a bit tricky. You'd probably need then to see 30 bottom wick to take sells up. I don't want to go too crazy today. But if we do close, I think this wick's going to get filled at some point. There's our level, close back above. See how this 30 closes, we may even give it another crack. Knowing gold, this would have done us dirty and it'll just rip up. Which happens, like obviously the idea's there, sometimes you just get in a couple of candles too early, which happened to me yesterday, and you've adjusted risk, you take losses, it happens. But if your losses are 17 ticks and your wins are 30, 40, 50 ticks, then you're chilling. If we weren't at all times highs, we had a 30 with a huge top wick, we wouldn't even... I want to move this little heart thing out the way. We weren't at all-time highs and we had a 30 doji with a huge top wick, we wouldn't even consider be buying here. Yeah, it just gets a bit tricky because those highs are going to get ripped. You've got lows here now. If we get rid of this, this doesn't have it does have a little wait. Let's leave it here, see if it plays out. I like this idea though. How's the 30 looking? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to come back and grab some 30 lows, as much as I like those highs. Did you look at other trading styles before you found? Yeah, definitely, man. I sort of fumbled my way through it for a while. I remember there was a time I was trading The Ichimoku Cloud, 200 Bollinger Bands, a 50 moving average, RSIs, MACDs, you name it, and then yeah, join the community in April last year and just had to unlearn it all, and then found this and it works. So I'm gonna want to see it take some lows here. Because we've just opened, instant top wick, grab the previous candle highs, instant top wick. Again, you could buy here, but where's your stop's going to have to be? Below a 30 wick, 15. Again, if you buy there, your stops are down there. So watch this play out. Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. Nice thing is we've still got highs. It's so tough. Like what you said, Chris. You know, you see this and you go, yes, it's going to fill the wick, but you know, you want to build liquidity. At least with this, you know, you push, but yeah, you've retraced, bang, close strong. There's your retest. That would have been so painful. That wicked you out, and then push. But the good thing is you've got highs to target. You've got lows that you probably need to come and take. And again, straight back down. So if you had taken that, you'd 10 ticks probably wouldn't have secured. You would have just been taken at break even, or you'd still have your stops down here as well. So that's why didn't look to re-enter just as yet. Is the audio okay? It sounded alright. Just want to check it's okay. I'm using this little DJI mic thing just on my desk, and I got my speaker playing. Just want to make sure it sounds okay. Nice and clear, sweet. Yeah, it was an annoying little trade, that one, but again, you're probably going to see the idea ended up being sound. All good, sweet, sweet, sweet. See if this played out. I was almost at 200 subscribers too, which is really cool, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully there's some value here for you as well. Nice little trade in the end. It's a damn shame. Goldie. 200 likes, 24-hour stream. Rules, man. The main thing for me is having clear levels to target, clear highs or lows to target. I need to see liquidity grabbed, and I need to make sure it's. I usually mark out levels. I want it above. If we haven't had a, it's all. I was actually thinking about this last night before I came onto the stream. For me, it's a lot about where can I have a valid stop loss, because my stop losses are off liquidity grab. So if there hasn't been a liquidity grab, I don't really have a valid stop loss. And if I don't have a really valid stop loss, then I can't really take the trade. So it just goes back to, liquidity grabs and grabbing previous wicks. That's one of the fundamentals of the strategy, because without that, you don't have a place for a valid stop loss. And if you can't adjust and manage your risk, then you don't really have a trade. So yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah, 100%. Because it's, as my again, I'm never claimed to be an expert. I'm still on my journey, but I found that as you trade more and more, you worry less about, getting a little perfect entry or a perfect thing. You start trusting your analysis more. And for me, I'm sort of like, if I know there's clear highs or lows and there's been a liquidity grab, and I've got a clear level I can off to target something that I think overall is fine. Sometimes the entry, particularly on your 30 and your higher time frames, doesn't really bother me too much because my stop loss is in a place that makes sense. I've got clear highs to target. I'm not going to say 9 times out of 10, but more often than not, you will see your idea play out if you sometimes give the trade a bit of room to breathe. So it's more adjusted to, obviously your entry refinement comes over time, but the biggest thing is just having targets, because you think half the issue, if price is in a downtrend and you've got clear lows to target, you go, okay, and also the other thing is thinking in probabilities rather than trades. So price in a downtrend, you've got lows to target. Okay, the probability of it continuing down to take those lows is higher than the probability of buys. There's your bias, or at least what you're open to. And it's like, yes, you might miss this move. I didn't catch, where is it? I didn't catch this move last night. Some of the guys in the community caught this move down here. I didn't catch that move last night, because I was like, I don't, again, yes, we've got targets, but I know that's not going to be the move. And then bang, as soon as this closed back above that support level, risked off those lows, valid stop loss, clear highs to target, and then I ended up catching that move, which yeah. You don't catch everything, but that's something that's worked for me. To be honest, Chris, I usually don't manage as aggressively as Aaron does. I'm not super scalpy with it. I really try and stick to the higher time frame liquidity grabs. You can see, I love the 30-minute. You can see it just respects liquidity grab, close, push, close, push. Even here, liquidity grab, close, push. It's very respective of them. When I am scalping, I will try and manage, but I more often than not find that my ideas end up being valid, but if I've managed to aggressively and get break evens, like I had a trade the other night that ran up 50 or 60 ticks, and I was so fixated on it hitting these highs, and I went break even, ended up coming to me to get break even. So I do try and be aggressive with management, but I haven't sort of found that sweet spot of, you know, breaking even. I try and just do it more intuitive off price coming into levels, if that makes sense. I tend to let them breathe because I sort of as my trading has gone on, I sort of trust my analysis a bit more, and I know if I've got a stop loss based on a 30-minute or an hourly liquidity grab, and then I've adjusted my risk to whatever that needs to be. It usually, if it gets disrespected or I get stopped out, it's like, okay, there mustn't be volume, because usually if there's volume and you're with the overall trend, that's what's worked for me. Obviously scalping's different gravy, but yeah. That's probably a bit of a long-winded answer, but hopefully that helps a bit. How do you confirm liquidity grab? Just a candle grabbing previous highs or lows and closing back above. You can't really confirm it. You just have to wait for the candle to close. If you've grabbed lows and closed bullish longs, if you've grabbed highs and closed bearish shorts, you just wait for the candle to close is the big one. Gone through Aaron's mastery videos a few times. Every time I watch him, yeah, he's phenomenal. Honestly, yeah, the way he trades, track record, everything, good dude. Yeah, such a great guy to learn from. And I don't say that to, you know, yeah, just a good dude to learn from. I have a very low tolerance for people I don't like, or, you know, attitude wise, or pretentiousness, or not being genuine. So it's always good to be like, okay, I'm learning from someone that I actually like them as a person. I think come down as the biggest thing for me. A lot of these FX gurus, you know, yeah, sick, made $30,000 in one day, yeah, cool, but you look at them and you're like, I don't know if I'd, you know, like you as a person, or how you conduct your life, or that sort of thing, you might not agree with. And it's hard to learn that, because I feel like strategies are a very individual thing, and if you're, you know, learning from someone that you might not feel genuine, then you might not believe in them, and then if you don't believe in them, you're not going to believe in the strategy. Whereas if, you know, you're learning from someone that you believe in and you've seen that it works and they're transparent and open, your belief in them leads into your belief in the strategy, and that gets you through those losing streaks. It gets you through the little losses, because you know that it worked, you've seen it, it's tangible, it's a real person, and it's achievable. Yeah, honestly, Chris, I very rarely use the 5 minutes. It's just good, you know, for scalping on streams. Obviously, can't sit on stream for 4 or 5 hours to let it play out. But the 30-minute time frames, my baby. You know, when I was living in Bali for a bit, and even in you know, London and that sort of thing, I'll just check 30-minute time frames. So you go back. I mean, obviously don't like using hindsight, but if you go back here, you just look at the 30-minute. When the 30s close, okay, is there something valid? Yep. If not, cool. So this one yesterday, down here, all of this wasn't interested. I'm like, hey, this is chop. Again, if you go into, it's gonna muck around anyway. If you go into the 5 minute, that's just chop. You get caught into it. I'm like, I had my alert set here. Once price breaks out on a 30, bang, take the break, the highs. Didn't work out. Cool. Next one. Oh, what happened? Price broke out on the 30. There's your liquidity grab. Risk off that low. Clear highs to target. Bang. Especially in high volume, like you can see here. 30-minute close. Didn't grab lows. Didn't grab lows. Didn't grab lows. No lows. No lows. No lows. No lows. Here. Bang. Here. Grab lows. Close bullish. I mean, that almost grabbed the lows, to be fair, but you risk off that 18, 20 ticks. And when I'm swinging, I usually just do a 1 to 2. So at 20 ticks, 40 ticks, bang. There's your take profit smash. So I pretty much mainly look at the hourly and 30, and it just, It's also my style. One thing I admire about Aaron's trading is he's very, very patient. My trading style, and it's an individual thing. I know that I'm not as patient, which I found reflected in my journal. I always say I found most of my losses were coming from the 5 minute because I was getting chopped up and faked out. By the time the move happens, you're annoyed because you got stopped out. You've missed the move, so I just stopped looking at the 5 minute. I just waited for 30 closures, and then I started to notice on gold with the 30, with some of the liquidity grabs and even hourly and sometimes 15, there's nothing that happens on the 5 minute that you don't see on the 30, because you'll find, even if you're looking at the 5 minute here, gold's pushing down, so I'll just run through this. Say this, so you've grabbed lows here and closed. You've probably found, yeah, we're still good. You probably find that this was the 5 minute open of the new 30 candle that pushed down, and then you can catch the exact same buys if you took the 30 flips. Let's have a little look. So where were we? Was it here? Was it 2 a.m.? 12:30 candle. 12:30. Yeah, so obviously that second one almost took you out, but same thing, 12:30, which was there. Price pushed down. There's your liquidity grab, which on this, you look at that and you go, oh yeah, maybe we're going short down to here. Oh no, that wicked me out of break even. Okay, we're going long, go long up here. And you're chopped out. And then if you just zoom out to the 30 minute and you wait for a 30 close, you'd see this and go, okay, I haven't been chopped up in short, long, short, long, short, long. We've been bullish. Oh, sweet, 30 minutes closed here. Risk off the lows and then highs to target here and then run it up higher. And that's what I found really helped my trading. If I was market executing candles, wasn't waiting for closures, wasn't using stop orders, I'd just get stopped out. I've got the strategy finally, stick those hard. Yeah, that's it, man. Honestly, from my experience and what I've seen from gold, is it really respects your 30, all your liquidity grabs on, I'd say probably your 30 minute particularly, and your hourly. That's why with my swing trading, when I was with one of the FX firms, I'd just look at the 30. I'd wait for a 30 close. If a 30 had closed in the direction of the trend and I had highs and it had grabbed a low, I'd just execute the trade, adjust my risk off the low, and target a 1 to 2, bang. That's all you need to do. And literally, I'd be on a scooter or something or whatever. Even now, you're out and about, open your phone, 11:30, oh, didn't close. Cool, phone away. 2 seconds. 12 o'clock. No close. 12:30, whatever. And then one day you open and go, oh, cool. If you're on your computer, that's valid, or set alerts. Oh, the 30's grabbed lows, it's closed bullish, the trend's bullish. Or I can risk off those lows and it's valid, and it's 1 to 2, and then you're chilling. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Again, it's just an individual thing. That's what works for me. I know for a fact with how Aaron trades as well, he'll usually have the 5 minute on the screen, but I know that he's always got the 15, 30 and hourly in mind, which a lot of the 5 minute entries are the bottom wicks of 15, 30 and hourlies anyway. Because even coming up to, it's the time now, 11:48. If you hadn't taken a trade yet, you wouldn't be really, like, you could go to the 5 minute, but with this price action, you'd almost be going, well, why don't I just wait for the hourly to close? And if the hourly closes like that, then there's no trade, and then you just drop down and come back. Continuation plays. Yeah, to be honest, Chris, I tend to, just because it just, I don't like to feel like I'm trying to predict tops or bottoms. I just, I may miss. I'll occasionally take reversals if it makes sense, if there's clear lows or if it's a range play or whatnot. But like with gold, prime example, last night, yesterday when these buys came in, I saw this close, I saw this sell. I know the guys got it. I hesitated because I was like, I could, but that could just close here, and with this momentum, rip up and take your stops. I was more open to buys, so it's like you do get them every now and then, but yeah. What's Goldie doing? Oh, it's a nice little rejection there. 15 minute, yeah, so see how this 15 closes. If you look at the 9 p.m. Sydney time yesterday, didn't take the buy. Didn't take the buy as the 30 minutes failed to close above the support for fake out. But you fake out, how did you decide? You mean 9 p.m. Sydney time. Do you mean this one? Nice, Mike. Nice. I didn't take the buys 30 minutes, failed to close above the support for the fake out. Do you mean this one, Marley? Down there? That one. So we took it off the 15 fake out. How do you decide? To be honest, same thing. I had this liquidity level here. The guys had obviously jumped in sells targeting those lows. I had a support level here, which if you look across, is when I plot my support. Like, you don't need to be too crazy. Support, resistance, support, resistance, sell, you know, resistance, support. So I had that going all the way across, so I knew that was a valid level. And to be honest, as soon as I saw this close bullish, it was with the trend, I just had my risk off that. I got in on, when this 15 pushed down, I got in on the flip, and then it did close doji. I think I got filled about here. So it closed doji, a little bit of drawdown, but again, risked off a low that I was like, if that goes below that low, then I'm happy. It's probably going to keep ripping down. Risked off that low, took it, and then I had clear highs to target, and that ended up being the trade. Just going with that. Liquidity grab of a low would close back above that support for myself. And to be honest, even I just, again, looking at stop losses first, I'm like, that's a low. I'm very happy to take the trade off and risk off, and yeah, ended up smashing it. Hopefully that makes sense. And it comes with time trading too. It's weird to say, but you sort of get intuitive with stuff. So like, there's sometimes I may not wait for the exact pinpoint confirmation that I need, but if I think the direction's correct, I've got a clear low to risk off, I'll just take the trade. Goldie's chopping around there. I think looking at 30, it didn't close with 30-minute support. I didn't check the 15-minute. Yeah, the other thing too is just I knew there was volume coming into the market, so the 30-minute, you're right, didn't close, but it still sort of did that. You still got the bottom wick. You could have got a bit of a later entry. Cheers, Mike. Thanks for tuning in, mate. I'll see you in London. Appreciate you tuning in and taking the time. Have a great day, mate. We'll see you soon. Do you always have to take Yeah, those, obviously the confluences that Aaron teaches in the course and in the community are important. As we know, that liquidity grabs are fundamental. If there's no liquidity grab, there's no trade. And yeah, I always usually wait for candles to close above or below certain levels, support and resistance levels. Again, this trade yesterday, it closed above, took it, didn't work out, closed above, took it, and it ended up working out. No worries, George. I think I'm too rules based. I feel like I tend to miss trades. Yeah, it is tricky though. Like, I know obviously when people come in, you're still learning the strategy. You do have to be rules based, because that's what the edge. And in the early days, it's good to, you know, our 3 rules that we teach, which I'm obviously not gonna run through for free, but you guys in the community know it. But liquidity grabs are the foundation. The 3 rules are important, and one thing Aaron said in the early days, which really helped me, was just focus on getting the direction. Again, it can be sometimes, some of my trades I think, wow, like there may not have been too much analysis there. It can be as simple as, okay, price is bullish, so I want to take buys. Price is grabbed a low and closed bullish, so I take the trade into highs. You got the direction, and just let it play out. Focus on calling the direction, and then that builds your confidence, and then you can start dropping down to the lower time frames and start taking your scalps. What do we got here? Oh, so tempting. See, I'd love to take this, but coming into the hourly, I want to see how the hourly closes. Could then just doji out. Yeah, that could be nice again. But you're just in this range. You know, if you took buys there off the lows, you would have got stopped out. If you took buys here, don't know. Yeah, no worries, Molly. Hopefully that helps. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Anyone that's new, if you drop a little like for the stream, that would be awesome. Where am I based? I'm in Brisbane, man. I'm in Brisbane. Born and raised. What do we got? 50 people watching. Appreciate you guys tuning in. For any of the guys that are new to the stream, obviously we do live streams. I'm probably going to roll with a Wednesday and Friday at this point. Aaron goes live every day in London. If you do want to learn the strategy or come trade with us in the community, I've got my little link there, so you're more than welcome to click on that. But otherwise, there's heaps of free value on the streams. But yeah, just depends if you want to do in depth. I think I watched Aaron's stream for probably a month or so before I took the leap, but it was obviously one of the best things I did. I'm just going to be back in 2 seconds, guys. Alright, what do we got? For probably a month. What do we got? Well, I'm just going to watch this. It's going to be the hourly close, guys, so I'll come back to the couple of questions. I still really like this idea. What's the risk, though? 30. Again, keeping risk tight. this next 5, but I was going to say if this next 5 can come down, grab some lows, then you've got 10 tick stop. Again, I'd only be taking it as a little half risk. And this will be an example of your 30-minute close, bullish bottom wick. Oh, nice. All right, I reckon that's why I wait for confirmation. Let's hide that for the time being. We might have a crack at something like that. See what you mean about the 30s? Took out 30s, got a bottom. Yeah, Chris. I just love the 30 minutes. Such a nice time frame on gold. Your stops are a little bit bigger, but you just adjust your risk accordingly. Collie stream mate, first time here. Good on you, Brad. It is a shame about being a Collingwood supporter, but we won't hold it against you. I should bust this out. Put this on. Should be wearing this on stream coming into the weekend. Let's go. What else? How do you identify fake outs and how do you trade off them? What direction do you take once you recognize them as fake out? To be honest, I let the market come to me. I let the candles come to me. I'm going to put... I don't want to put this in. Yeah, I'm going to put a little half risk in here on the flip of this... little half risk flip on this 5 minute, which will also be the new hourly pushing down 30, 15 bottom wick. We have grabbed highs though, so if we do flip that, and then we're going to be risking off the 15 low. Identify fake outs, trade off them, and what direction is... What's that risking? 18. Fake out. Yeah, I just look for, obviously, if price is bullish and we've grabbed lows and closed back bullish and there's a valid stop, I'll just look to do that. Obviously, if the candle, you got to wait for the candle to close. If the candle doesn't close, then you've got no fake out confirmed. I like jumping on stream with you guys. It's good fun. It's actually really good fun. I like to do it every day, but I don't have the time. I've got other stuff I have to do, unfortunately. But Wednesdays and Fridays, I reckon, will be our day. Yeah, last week's game against Carlton, man. But typical Brisbane Lions, we went from winning the game to trying not to lose it. Hopefully they get up on the weekend. Yeah, hoping so, mate. Hoping so, but anything can happen with them. I do have this in, guys. Risking off these lows. Haven't been tagged in yet. Learned so much already. Owe you a pint. Nah, all good, man. That's what I'm here to do. Like I always say, you know, if I can say one thing or two things, it might save someone a couple months of fumbling around or struggling around. That's sweet. And yeah, genuinely believe in, you know, the strategy and the FWA and everything. I think it's a really awesome group, and it's been cool to see it grow. So it's good to be able to, I guess, pass that on for a different session for all you guys. So yeah, I appreciate you tuning in as well. It's only a little half risk, guys. If this doesn't drive, I will manage aggressively and wait for London. I see this price is bullish. You've grabbed lows here. I don't want to say this will, but there's a very high chance with where price is going into a high that at some point this wick is going to get filled. And seeing these kind of liquidity grabs. Alright, I should be not quite in yet on my top step. Order filled. Let's see. Again, if this doesn't push or it comes back down, 18 ticks, which is good for like a 40 ticker. This hasn't tagged me in yet. What price did it fill you at, Victor? Mine hasn't. Mine didn't get me yet. I've got it at 0.6 is where the order's sitting. I'll be managing if this tags me in. Oh, is this? Maybe it doesn't refresh the screen. I'm going to be managing as soon as price comes into these highs. I'm going to be going break even. Nice. See, the other play again is you could risk off if you wanted to adjust your risk. You could look at risking off these lows into those highs there, 45 for 33, and then when this starts driving, you can go off these. Yeah, just for the purpose of keeping risk tight in these conditions, do that. But that's the other. That could be the other play. And again, if this comes down. Got in at 0.5. That must have just missed me. It still didn't. I had my order. I'll show you. Is that on? Oh no, hold on. How am I changing this? Hold on. That's not what I want. Hold on, let me screen capture properties. That's weird. Which screen is that? Is that showing MGC? Strange. It's probably going to tag me in a second, guys. What I'd probably be open to doing is you could look to move, if you're on futures, move below that. That reduces your risk from a 19 to a 13. That could potentially reduce it a bit. I tried to get my top step up though. I'm not sure why it's showing the wrong screen. It still doesn't tag me in. We really want this 15 to flip. I'm trying to get this to work. What's that? Is that I don't know why it's on that screen, because that's not the screen I want. Top step. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, cool, pal. 100%. Let me just try. I'm trying to get this Top Step X screen up for you guys. There we go. This 15 is mucking around a little bit, which is a bit annoying. This doesn't tag me in, which I would like to be in it with you guys. And it can be sometimes with Asia, you know, you do get those lower volume moves. I'm just trying to get this top step working. What do we got? If this 15 doesn't flip bullish, I would look to cut the trade and pull the order. It hasn't tagged me in yet. Let's see, I'll show you. See if I can transition. Alright, let's see if we can drive. This looks like it's about to tag me in here. Yep, I'm in. Stops are going. I'm going to bring my stop below this low. 15 ticks, very happy with that. I'll probably look to manage around here. Sorry, on this screen. Look to manage around here. Again, we're coming in to this 15 closure. So let's see. I'm happy with that. It's good risk management. Tagged in, cool. So that 15 closed very nicely. This is very nice risk management here too, because you may come down and grab the 5. If you do, you've reduced your risk from what are we? On the futures 22 ticks, you've now reduced it to 15. So again, Valid trade makes sense, clear highs if it comes and tags you. This is lag. Top Step's making it. It's not Top Step, it's my thingies makes the streams lag in heaps. Yeah, sorry guys. The when I flicked to the Top Step X, it started lagging heaps. See if we can get the trade for the team. So stops are now here. Where's the please? Answer my question, please. Alright, I'm looking to go. Let me see if I can do this. Alright. I'm bringing my stop to break even here because we're grabbing these highs. To secure here, 7 ticks. Cursor X. I'm just gonna stick on see if it comes back. See if this gets back. Have you got me? You got me? Alright, I think it's caught up finally. Of course it has. That just took me out at break even. I got tagged at break even on that. Just took me out at break even. I got tagged at break even on that. Have you guys got me now? Is it buttery smooth again? Looks like it. Alright, so that one just took me out at break even. There wasn't enough for me to secure. I didn't actually get the best fill on the futures. But what do we got? Cheers, cool. Did anyone end up getting it, or anyone still in? Close the trades in profit. Sweet. Good stuff. Yeah, made lots of sense, but again, you know, in this range, it could grab the highs and do that. So it did run up, what, 14, 15 ticks. On the flip, 15. Nice. Great to see you guys are seeing the same. Send to new. Which section do you trade? How many times? I'll look at Asia usually on the higher time frames in London, man. BE. Yeah, I think I didn't get a very good fill. I don't think it didn't tag me until 0.6. Clean trade though. Yeah. I really like this trade. Believe in your idea of wick filling. Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, and even then, like I said, this break close, if I was swinging that, I'd be risking off that. But obviously on futures, a little bit trickier when you're building, you know, your combines to do that. But you see, again, you know, you've got it's liquidated the low. We haven't predicted, we haven't guessed. It's liquidated the low and it's closed bullish. We've got clear highs. Okay, stop off the liquidity with clear highs to target. Drop down when you're keeping that in mind. We waited patiently for the new 15 to open. 15 open, we said we're not going to buy here because we haven't liquidated any lows. As soon as this 5 closed, if this next 5 can drive down and grab lows, we'll look to get in. And then this one started driving. That was our risk point as we started breaking the highs, managing off these lows here, and then break even point there, which we just have to manage and then run it up into there. Slag, man. B. Yeah, it was a good BE. It was a good break even. Again, sometimes it wasn't enough to secure. B. I'm just gonna pause that. Yeah, it was a good BE. Ah, yeah, stream's still good. That's nice. Again, sometimes it wasn't enough to secure. Good stuff, guys. Good on you for taking that. Good work on managing risk as well. I'll just check you got my little quick breakdown of it. We waited patiently for the new 15 to open. 15 open, we said we're not. Bit of a lag. Okay, I'll run it through again. So again, we waited, liquidity grab, closed, 15, clear highs to target, drop down, couldn't buy here because price hadn't taken any lows. So what do? We waited price. We said when price took these lows, we'd look to take the flip. We had clear highs to target, liquidated the lows, closed back, took the drive, risk off those lows. As soon as you started breaking these highs, move stops there. And then our break even point here, because that's obviously a resistance zone that price has rejected. So you have to go break even there. And yeah, you could have secured 13, 14 ticks. It wasn't worth securing for me. I do think this will still push much higher, but that was the idea behind the trade. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Gonna buy here because we haven't liquidated any lows. Hopefully that it wasn't worth securing for me. The even point here because that's obviously a resistance zone. The price is target, liquidated the lows, closed back, risk off those lows. As soon as you start. So what do? We waited price. We said when price took these lows, we should take the lows target, liquidated the lows, closed back, Oh, GJ shorts. Yeah, it was well managed, guys. Good stuff. Good work to the guys that got a couple of ticks. Yeah, I mean sometimes that's gold. The volume may come into London. We may just range a little bit now. But you know your management's on point because again, if you start breaking back below these lows, you're probably just going to range. That's why it's important. You know your idea can be sound, but particularly as Aaron says, you know you got to stay neutral to the markets. Just because you want these highs to be hit and you think they're going to be hit eventually, you can't ignore that you've got this big resistance level here, which prices failed to close above numerous times. So you have to be managing on that, and you can see, yeah, it might not be a break even, but you might have saved yourself a loss, and then you get the move in London or you get the win in London, and then you've got a break even and a win. Just one of your 30-minute trades. No, I don't really, on my swing trades, when I take them, I don't really go break even until it's pushed quite high. I usually adjust my risk accordingly. That, you know, I put my stops in a place that if price is hitting the stop, it gets invalidated. So I usually won't really manage them as aggressively as what I would scalping. Just because, you know, that level still makes a lot of sense for me. But that might take a while to play out. Do you have your hard stop at max loss and typically close prior to that once you see? Yeah, hard stop's always usually off like a 30 or an hourly grab, but I've usually adjusted my risk, like if it's 1% or 2% or whatever you want to make it. Again, it's a bit discretionary, you know, if price, sometimes if you see price and it's, you know, it's tried to push up and reject, tried to push up and reject, tried to push up and reject, I may look to manage or close the trade and go, well, if it's going to pull down to my stop, you could get another entry to go higher. But for the most part, it's sort of just I'll put the trade on, adjust my risk off the stop, and then let it rip. Hard stop and close early. No, I usually try and let it breathe a bit, especially for those swing trades with gold. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Drop a little like for the stream. No, this got me at break even, Jordan. I had to manage, I had to manage when it came into here. You can see price is now just mucking around, and we're going to get the 30 close shortly. So that's grabbed, and that break even point was pretty much 30 highs. Grabbed 30 lows, we've now grabbed 30 highs and rejecting, so there's no reason price couldn't just do this. Bang, 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 bang. Rip, potentially for London, and then we get the move up. Or could just keep driving, but because we're scalping, you have to stay neutral. You manage at this point because that's a high, just the same as we you know, the trade grabs the low and we enter to go long. If you grab in highs, and then you have to manage that as well. You can't, you know, you can't manage just when you're in drawdown. You have to also manage when you're up in profit too. And sometimes it's a break even, but hey, it's better than holding on to that hope. So that 30's just closed doji. Yeah, it's the biggest trap, and because you gotta, case in point, this is why we manage our trade. You'd be in drawdown now. So for me, like, you run up 13, 14 ticks, it wasn't worth securing. if I was gonna, if it was gonna move, I'd want to catch this whole move. Wasn't worth securing 13, 14 ticks, so I'm very happy with that break even. And that's exactly why if you look at this 30 now, grab lows, close bullish, grabbed highs, closed doji. This one now pushing down, and even if that flips, there's going to be better trades than that on Friday after a big rip. We have grabbed 15 lows. We do have wicks to fill. Could have spiral motion, should have, could have, yeah, 100%. You just got to stay neutral because, you do that in a high volume session, you go break even, you're going to catch a 46 tick trade instead of 14. Got it back, same entry price, pay more swing trade. Yeah, it's still valid as a swing trade. The only obviously thing is we're at all-time highs. So we may dip down. You don't know, but that's why you have your valid lows to risk off if price goes down there. Cool. It was a valid trade. You're not going to win 100%. You don't need to win 100%. You can win 40, 50% win rate and still be profitable. Yeah, solid exit. 5 took the highs of doji and 15. Yeah, closed. Took the 30 highs exactly. You take trade mainly. There is liquidity grab. Yeah, liquidity grab usually from the higher time frames, man. That's the fundamental of how we trade. Another nice rejection here, but I'm not interested in sort of taking another trade in this. I'd rather wait till London when some volume comes in. I mean, you could again hide this, hide that. What do we got here? You could again, if you wanted to, you could flip the 15. It's just the idea is, you could look at doing something like that. I think it's still a valid play, but if it couldn't drive here, up there, if it couldn't drive in this one up there, it may drive here. If it does, cool, but it's a Friday. There's been a few good trades already this week. Had 2 good ones yesterday, so. I'm hungry though. I'm gonna need to go have some food shortly. tune. I'll just chuck that link in there, guys, if you do want to, you know, come trade with us or learn more about the strategy, how I learned to trade. That's the link there, pinned. Or you just tune in for live streams and come and chat for an hour or so. I was close to 200 subscribers too, which is really cool, considering 196, 4 off. Tell your grandma to subscribe. No, it's cool. I was at I think I was only at like 100 on Tuesday before I did my first stream on the Wednesday, which is kind of cool. So it's yeah, hopefully you guys are getting some value from it. I honestly really enjoy jumping on, so if you guys are enjoying it, we can keep doing it for sure. No pointless putting that there because there's nothing to the left because we're at all-time highs. You turkey. I reckon we bust some of this out. First trading streamer, rip some guitar on live on stream. What do you reckon? Alright guys, I'm gonna wait for this 15 to close and then I'll probably look to go get some food. Based in Perth. Ah, man, I want to check out Perth so bad. I've heard it's absolutely beautiful. One of my best mates is over there at the base in Sale, East Sale, I think it is, in the Air Force, doing his pilot school. And man, it looks amazing. We met a few lads on the last retreat too, which were from Perth as well. I can't wait to get over there. Asia session. Yeah, Asian's been nice. I think I'll probably have to jump on maybe 15 minutes before that 4-hourly close, because you get some nice confirmations there. Obviously this, yeah, that would have been the trade of the morning. 20-30 ticks, close out on that. You guys can't forget, you got London. There's still a London session. I got my levels on the screen, JMC. If you're in a buy, look to target highs. Gold buy, Spandau Barley. Anyone got any other questions before I jump off in a few minutes? Appreciate you guys tuning in too. Hopefully shared some value. Yeah, Bali. Yeah, I spent 2 months living in Canggu earlier this year before I came back to Australia, which was cool. But it's nice being back in Australia. See how this closes. Yeah, I can't say if there's an original of that song. I can't say that I know it, unfortunately. Is the music alright? You guys don't mind the music in the background? Just a little bit. I just like it rather than being dead silent, because it kind of sounds like you're talking to yourself, which is a bit interesting. As long as it's not too annoying. I find usually either listen to like melodic house or liquid D&B when I'm trading or working. It's just like distracts my brain enough. Yeah, man. I'll be next Wednesday. Wednesdays and Fridays. I'll try and get on. Just I got a few other things going on, so Wednesdays and Fridays. The good news is though, Aaron's live for London every day, so you get me Wednesdays and Fridays, but you get him every day. If you do want to learn our strategy or anything, I've got all the links there. But Aaron will be on in 3 hours for London. Call some bangers. Yeah, music, cool. From Oz, currently living in Sagari. Man, I didn't get to the Philippines on my travel trip. I've heard it's absolutely beautiful. It's definitely on the list of somewhere I want to go. from the 80s there, yeah. Well before my time. Hey, cheers, appreciate that. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I know some of you got it. Little loss earlier, but that's why we manage our risk, valid trade, and then you stay open to it, wait for confirmation, don't revenge trade, and then you can potentially get your moves up. But the nice thing about this is you're building a bit of liquidity here now, which is what I probably prefer to see than just buying rips. You can dip down a bit, and then you've got all these highs to target through London, so you may find push down, even build, may do another liquidity grab, and then you're going to rip up, or you may rip up into these highs. Obviously price can go anywhere, but I think that's definitely going to be something that I'll be looking at, but it may just consolidate for a bit. But I know Aaron will break it all down on stream when he jumps on in about 3 hours, so I'm going to jump off, guys. That's probably what I'll be looking at. Again, appreciate you all tuning in. Hopefully there was some value. Links to all the socials and everything if you want to learn the strategy. I'm going to try jump on Wednesdays and Fridays, so hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I will see you next week Wednesday, and feel free to chuck me a follow, reach out. Good fun, guys. Hope you enjoy, and if you're around, we'll be on London in about 3 hours, so come join us for London as well. But other than that, have a great weekend. Thanks for listening to me ramble for 2 hours. Hopefully there was some value, and I'll talk to you guys soon.